got a little bit of an angle to it that's going to make it want to swing in.
Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream. If everything goes well, this will be the last time we see the boat in this condition for hopefully a long time.
All right, so welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
This week is gonna be very exciting for us.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready, honey?
I'm trying to be. Part of me is, part of me is not. I don't know what part of me is what more, but I'm nervous, anxious, concerned, worrying about all the what ifs, what could be's, and all the shouldn't be's, and things that might happen in between. So I really don't know what to expect.
Well, you just gotta let it go, because it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Yeah, we're gonna go for it no matter what. We're gonna send it, and whatever happens, happens. We'll deal with it on the moment by moment, on the fly. We don't really know what to expect. We've never been through anything like this before. We've watched a lot of YouTube videos. I think we're probably tired of watching people's splash day videos, but we're just trying to get an idea what to expect, what to look for. Is the keel going to fall off? Is there going to be any kind of keel movement? You know, where the straps are supposed to be located. Is it going to damage the hull? Is it going to, you know, we just don't know. Do we have to de-rig it? All kinds of crazy things. We won't know.
Is the boat gonna fall apart?
Yeah. We know that when we bought the boat, it was full water almost up to the bottom of the batteries. So we figure if it holds water in, it should be able to hold water out, at least up to that level. So
hopefully not more in.
Yeah, we don't want any more than we already had. But we don't anticipate any leaks or anything like that. So we know the engine runs. We don't know how well it runs. We don't know if it'll run for the 10 hours we need it to run to get to our destination after we splash. There's a lot of things we just don't know. And so, you know, all those things just tell you, let's quit. We don't want to do this. It's too much. But that's not what we're about. And we're gonna power through this, and we'll take it just one step at a time, and not anymore.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. So we've been talking about this. You guys have heard about it. We've been dreaming about it and planning on it, and we're here. The moment is here, and this is what we've been working towards for a long time now. And so this isn't the end of the road for us. This is just the beginning of a new chapter. So yeah.
All right, so stay tuned, guys.
Hang on and enjoy the ride. We're gonna try and enjoy it as well. But yeah, we'll just get through it and see what happens. Oh, and by the way, the rain is like gonna start any minute, so we're gonna be wet and it's gonna be crazy. So
Gonna be wet day.
yeah, it's gonna be a wet one.
Anyways, we got our special shirt.
Oh yeah, we got our special shirts. This is for the special day, so check it out.
Ta-da!
Yep, that is our boat right there on the back. So Endeavor 52. Yeah, so we're pretty happy about that, pretty excited, and we'll just check back with you guys here in a little bit and let you know how all the crazy stuff went down, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we'll get through it. You know, fingers crossed, all of them.
Yep. Hopefully, it's just gonna go smoothly.
Yeah, smooth like butter is what we're hoping for, right? So.
All right, stay tuned, guys.
Yep, we'll see you in a little bit. Here we go. Bye.
Wanted to get this area cleaned up a little bit before we got splashed, so the Great Galley cleanup is underway.
Here we go, starting the cleanup process. And yeah, this next step here is to get this galley cleaned back up the way it once was, or hopefully better than it was. And yeah, we'll just keep on slowly making progress towards getting this restored back to better than new. And yeah, that's where we're at. So if you look at our list of jobs to get us ready for splash, well, that one goes over here. Okay, and let's see, we got that. We got one of these. It's not installed, but we have it on board. We changed the engine oil and oil filter. We have not done that yet, so that's where we're at on there. Yeah, this is going to look back pretty nice.
As always, Baby did a wonderful job cleaning up the galley and cleaning up my mess that I left behind, but quickly it turned into a hurry up and get this done because the travel lift is on its way. They decided they're going to show up an hour earlier than we expected. Well, just as we thought, the rains are arriving just on time. And so one of our concerns here, thinking about this and planning this out, is the position of the forward strap, where this forward sling is going to be positioned on the boat here. And we're just not sure how this is going to work out because of the forward facing transducer down below. Here's a closer position of that forward facing transducer that's down below in the area where we think the strap is going to be positioned. So this will be something we're going to watch out for and see how they hook this up, so we'll remember for future reference. So one of the things we needed to do to prepare for this splash day event and the journey to the new marina where the boat's going to be moored is we wanted to reinstall the dinghy on the back on the aft davits. So we got that done just in time because Travis called and they're on their way. They're coming about an hour earlier than we expected, so we got to get ready for this adventure. Wow, talk about on time. These guys must be in a hurry to get the job done. We, on the other hand, would kind of like to slow things down a little bit, but we're going into this, ready or not. Here it goes. Baby was up top just finishing up a few details, and they asked her to get off the boat while they get ready to set up the straps to lift it. And so we got the shore power cord just disconnected in time. Well, here we go. Looks like this is going to take place after all, so it will be interesting to see where the forward straps line up at and how they get those positioned, so we will be paying attention to that.
Got a little bit of an angle to it that's going to make it want to swing in.
So this is what we were concerned about, the position of the forward strap. Clearly it's on the forward side of the forward-facing transducer, which is where I kind of thought it was going to go, but clearly it does not work in this position, so they're going to reposition it and try something different. Now there's a indicator at the top deck hull joint area, and this is not in alignment with where the strap is currently located. So here you can see on the second attempt, they positioned the strap just after the forward-facing sonar transducer, and now the strap is in alignment with the hull to deck joint arrow indicator that shows where the strap is supposed to be. And so I think we're in good shape. We're going to see how this goes once they lift it and put a load on it. We'll see how far back the boat swings, and then we'll know if we have to de-rig or not. So it looks like they're happy with the location of the forward strap, and now they're going to position for the rear strap. And once that's set, then I guess they'll start lifting. So we'll just stand by and continue watching.
The big event is happening today. What will happen next? Stay tuned.
So here we go. This is a moment we've all been waiting for. This boat has just now been lifted off the jacks for the first time in about 6 or 8 years, and we're the ones to do it. So it's very cool. This moment is here, and this boat is going to go to the water. So this is a pretty cool side note right here. The gentleman to the right in the black and red jacket standing there looking on, he's the broker that sold us the boat, and he's working on the boat right next to us, trying to get that one ready to sell as well. So it's kind of nice that he sees us taking this boat and bringing her back to her former glory and putting her to the water again. The only thing that could have made this moment a little bit better is if the surveyor was here at the same time. But we'll have to pass on that for now.
Well, it's off the jacks for the first time in many years. All right. The keel didn't, looks like the keel didn't have any, the keel didn't separate. All right.
Just after it came off the jacks and the blocks, I wanted to do a walk around of the hull to inspect it to make sure the keel didn't separate. There was no cracks around the keel mount or anything like that. Everything looks good. We are really happy with the progress so far. Another plus is we did not have to loosen or de-rig it at all. Everything clears up top, so that's a good thing. We're ready to move.
Wow, first time in years, like 6 years. Imagine that. And that's the spot right there.
So now what they're doing here is they're backing the boat up, and then they're going to turn it around so that it's facing forward, and then drive it towards the waterfront where it's going to be splashed. This also gives us a good time to take a look at where the location of the lifting straps are positioned, which are right on the marks that are up on the hold of deck joint area. And also you can see the aft rigging. It never had to be loosened or slackened to provide any clearance. So everything's all good just as it is. Alright, so here we go. They're making the pivot turn to get the boat facing forward now. And what a sight this is. It's really happening. A couple more turns, a few thousand feet, and this boat's going to be at the water. It's quite amazing, this process. Just enough clearance on the backstay, so we did not have to de-rig or loosen, which is all a good thing. For Baby and I, this was all a pretty exciting experience. Neither one of us had ever been a part of anything like this before. We've seen them moving boats in and out of the yard as we were coming in to work on ours. Every now and then we'd see that and stop and wonder, someday it's going to be us. Well, today is that day. I don't think it could rain any harder, but it didn't dampen our mood. We were still happy, still excited, and still unknowing what was coming next. This area here coming up is probably one of the tighter turns they're going to have to make with the travel lift. But once they complete this turn, it's straight forward to the water. And then after that, that's when the excitement really begins. That's when we have to figure out how to drive this boat. That's when we find out if it leaks or not. That's when we find out if the water pumps are working. All kinds of things happen at that point. We're ready. We're nervous. It's going to happen. She looks kind of small from that far away, but almost there. Really close to the water now. Okay, now they have the travel lift positioned over the water, and pretty soon they'll start the lowering process into the water. Baby and I wanted to try to get down to this angle here so that we could hopefully catch the moment right when the keel starts to touch the water. And so we're just patiently waiting to see what happens next, and we want to capture that moment so we can show it here. But they'll call us up to the boat before we get a chance to see that, I think. I'm not sure how it all works out from here. Okay, here we go. It's getting real now. The lowering process has begun. We're going to try and capture that moment just before the keel touches the water.
Try and get a picture right before the keel touches the water.
Okay, just now they're motioning for us to come up to the boat. Oh my gosh. My heart's beating fast now. This is the moment. This is what we've been waiting for. Baby got a pretty good shot of the keel just before it's touching the water. It's hovering just a little bit above the surface. We gotta hurry up and get on the boat. Time to go. Here's another lucky keel shot right here, right before it touches. I was so nervous at this point, I'm surprised I even remembered to take the picture. Oh my gosh, it's really getting real now. Stepping onto the boat like this, never expected these moments to come. Here they are. At this moment here, it's so exciting, so nervous. All the thoughts in my head are crashing together. I'm kind of wondering all the what ifs of what could happen. Also trying to enjoy the moment, but I'm too nervous and too stressed, worried about what might happen, how we're going to drive the boat, all those crazy things all coming together at once. And Baby's just up there calm, cool, and collected like none of this even matters. She just along for the ride and let's make it happen. But not me. I got to worry about all the stuff that might really go wrong. And it's just her and I here. There's nobody to help us drive or dock the boat after we get out of the sling. So we really don't know what to expect after this.
Looks like we're in the water.
Okay, so what happens next? I got to go down and check to see if there's any leaks. which we did find some. And I also have to start the engine and the generator and make sure we get water going through the system. And then once all that's good, they're going to let us go. And it was fine. The engine started. Everything went good. We did have a leak, but it was manageable. So that was a point where it was agreed that we're free to go. And they said, okay, go ahead and power forward. And oh my gosh. So I get in there to power forward. I can't see a thing through the plastic windows. And so we got to knock those down really quick so we can figure out which way we're going. We're already moving. I realize I can't see. Things are getting hectic so fast. Now keep in mind, we have to go all the way down to the end of the fairway and see where the arrow's pointing right there. We have to go all the way down there and find a place to dock this boat. I've never docked. I've never driven this boat before. I have no idea how to get this thing into the slip. Well, to be honest, we missed it. We missed our approach on the first try, and the wind hit us. Everything was all messed up, and I was just not sure what to do at that point. So I tried to put it in reverse and back in, and it was getting all crazy hectic, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was out of control. And just at the right moment, a gentleman comes up and says, "Throw us your line." We threw it to him. He caught it, and he pulled us in, and that was it. That's how we ended up where we're at. We got really lucky. That was a miracle help right there. We made a little small talk with him about the boat and how we were new at boating with it and all that, and he said we looked like we knew what we were doing. I'm not so sure. I think he was just being really nice. But finally we got everything situated, went to go say thank you to him. He was gone. We had no idea where he went to. So he just disappeared just like he showed up. So from all the way to there to where we're at here, that's how far we've driven it so far. It's very tough to drive. We'll get there. We're really thankful to the gentleman that showed up out of nowhere to help us dock the boat. We couldn't have done it without him. We're also really thankful to the team at Port of Everett Marina, the gentleman that operated the travel lift and his partner. Man, they helped us, and they were really patient and kind and answered all of our questions. I'm sure we seemed like totally newbies to those guys, but they were really patient and helped us through this and saw us, reassured us everything was going to be okay. Well, after getting the boat launched, splashed, and safely docked, I had to go back and pick up the truck where it once was, where the boat used to be sitting, and this is what I saw. It was kind of sad to see this open space where our boat once was, but now we're on the water and we're splashed, and it's part of moving forward with the project. Well, like we said earlier, when we did splash the boat, we had one leak of water coming into the boat. So right down in here is the old hose that was leaking. And if you look to the right, you see the one with the green stripe on it there? We'll be replacing that one next. But what had happened is as soon as we got splashed, I went in and was looking for leaks, and I couldn't see any, but I could hear water coming in, and it was right down there at the bottom where the through-hole fitting is and the valve. Well, it was leaking just about 3 inches above that, and so I had to shut off the valve to get the leaking to stop. And it didn't stop completely, but it slowed it down enough to where we weren't so concerned about it, but it was still coming in pretty, dripping pretty steadily, but not anything the bilge pump couldn't keep up with. So anyways, moral of the story is we had to go looking for that hose, and luckily the marina store was still open and we went and purchased some. I think it was about $30 a foot, so you look at that. That was a spendy little hose right there. What had happened is it's just a upper deck through-hole drain, and we just think that over the years, since it's been sitting for so long, the debris was in there and it was rotting from the inside out. So anyways, works good now. And that one there, it's not leaking, but we'll be replacing it soon. So anyways, that was our only major, after we splashed, that was our only major deal with we had to worry about water leaking in. So we got that changed, and it's all good. So now we're ready to go. No leaks, and we'll get ready to head out to our destination. First destination in the boat. It's a big boat, that's all I can say. It's very hard to dock. Well, after getting the leak fixed, it was time to go get some dinner, so we went and picked up some local Mexican dinner and brought it back to the boat. had dinner on the boat, and prepared to spend our first night on the boat on the water. So this is a really big deal to us. It's a big step forward, and it's definitely what we want to be doing next. It's all part of the dream. It's all part of the plan. What happens next? We will have to get up very early in the morning. We figure our journey is going to take us about 10 hours to go about 45 miles south to the marina where we'll be storing and mooring the boat at. And so that's our next new adventure, and hopefully everything goes well. So that'll be what's coming up next. All right, so we're back. Oh man, that was pretty crazy, huh? Pretty eventful. A lot of stress going on there, a lot of high tension and everything like that. They weren't sure where to set the straps up on the front, but clearly once they did get the straps in the right place, that explains why our speed transducer was broken and we needed to replace it earlier on. And yeah, so that's a bad spot for that. I'm glad we relocated it, but oh my gosh, what a crazy thing that was. We did not have to de-rig it, so that was a good thing. There was enough clearance so that the aft rigging was not going to touch the bracing on the travel lift.
Other than that, everything just works out fine.
Yeah, it worked out pretty good, with the exception of as soon as we got in the water and I went inside to do a leak check, one of the drain hoses from the cockpit drain started leaking, and it was
so water in more.
Yeah, we had water coming in. We weren't expecting that. So anyways, it's nothing major. That's the only spot. But yeah, anyways, pretty crazy.
Eventful day.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Finally, we are on the water.
We are on the water and the boat's rocking, and it's all a different feeling for us now. This is pretty wild. So, but
yep, I'm already seasick anyway.
yeah. But this is not the end of our adventure. This is not the end of our project.
Just the beginning.
This is a whole new chapter, and we're just turning the page in a really big book. So hang on. Thank you for everybody that's been along for the ride. I know we've been talking about this for a long time, but we're here, and we're just turning the page and moving on to the next step of our adventure. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking along with us and your patience, and we're going to continue on. So,
all right. Thanks for watching, guys. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. Bing! See you in the next video.
See ya. Thanks again. We're wet. Dang, if I only hit record. Man.
I think you did.
Okay. Wow, dude.
Really, honey? Wow. All right, so we'll come back, guys.
Welcome.
Still.
Take two.
Okay. All right, so welcome back, guys.
Well,
Dude, you're gonna run out of
okay,
battery.
stop. Here we go.
Did we record it?
Hang on. Not yet.